If you are new to Twitter, or even if you've been using Twitter in a very basic way for a period of time, it can feel a bit mysterious and overwhelming with the constant hyperspeed flow of the tweets that crowd your Twitter feed on a daily basis. But there are ways to approach Twitter that can make it much more manageable and even fun. Twitter is a great social media tool to add to your arsenal, and over the next several days, I'll outline some tips and tricks to help you feel more comfortable in the Twitter environment. One of the most important things to do when you first set up your Twitter account is to make sure you fill out your profile so it reflects the important bits of information you want your followers to know about you. This will help to draw interest and followers to you. Make sure you also include a link to your website. To do this, just click on the Edit button and fill out the requested information and save the changes. Our focus today is the Discover section of your Twitter. This section will have tailored content according to your particular interests and is a much easier way to acclimate to the Twitter environment than just staring at the endless streams of tweets in your feed. The first thing that will appear are tweets that are tailored just for you. Already you can probably see that they are presented in a more graphically pleasing and what feels to me to be more relaxed, approachable, and manageable reading environment. The next section under Discover is the Activity feed, which again is a much more pleasant and manageable environment to peruse what is going on in the Twitter sphere. This is basically a listing of who is following who and can give you ideas of who you should follow. The Who to Follow tab is a great tool to find people on Twitter with similar interests or focus. This is a tailored list that the Twitter elves put together based on who you already follow, the types of posts you make, the information in your personal profile, etc. It is a great way to find new and interesting people who may in turn follow you back once you follow them. The Find Friends tab allows you to search your email contacts for people you know who are already using Twitter, or to invite your friends who haven't already joined. You just click on Search Contacts, and a window will open to ask you to log into your email account, and it will import your contacts into Twitter. It is all done securely, so there's no worry. After your contacts are imported, you can choose the ones you want to follow who already have a Twitter account, or invite those who don't and ask them to join you on Twitter. Below the email list is a People You May Know area, which are suggestions made by Twitter for people you may know in the real world who you might want to connect to on Twitter as well. The last section, under Discover, is the Browse Categories section. I love this section because it allows me to do a quick search for people under predetermined categories. There are a wide variety of categories listed, but for the sake of our own interests, let's take a look at the Books category. This is going to provide us with a wonderful and thorough listing of authors, publishers, agents, writing communities, magazines, etc. Anything and anyone that may fall under the category of books. Just scroll down the list and find those that interest you and give them a follow. So that's all for today. Take your time this week to play around with the Discover tab, and more than anything, have fun!